Oh, no. Welcome back to the 12 days of Creepmas. And today we are going to a Christmas themed haunted house. So think like Universal Studios haunted house mazes during Halloween, but for Christmas. So I'm really excited. We are running a little bit behind per usual. So I will tell you everything about the maze afterwards. We'll reconvene here, we'll meet back and we'll discuss it. I'll let you know where it is, everything, all the stuff. I'm hoping I can get a few clips. I know outside they have a little bit decorated, but inside when you're waiting in line, they've got a bunch of cool stuff. So I'm hoping I can show you what it looks like in there. Obviously I can't film inside the maze, but we'll come back and I'll tell you all about it. We might end up stopping by a used bookstore on the way home. There's one out there that I'd really like to go to. I don't know if we'll have time. It depends honestly how long the line is and how long it takes and all that kind of stuff. So we will see. Oh, I got this skeleton Christmas sweater and it's the cutest thing ever. I'll actually link it down below because it's just from Amazon, but it did take a few weeks to get to me. So just keep that in mind. But I will link it down below because I think it's the cutest thing ever and I will be wearing this probably for the better part of the year. So anyways, I will see you soon. I'll show you some maze stuff and then I'll see you back here. So let's go to the maze. I have so much to share with you. Okay, so the haunted house that we went is called Reign of Terror. It's like a walkthrough scare haunted house thing. They do it in October, although I can't remember now if it's just one weekend in October, like this December one, or if it's all October long. I really can't remember. But they also do it sometimes in March. I do know I went twice. I think it was this year or maybe it was last year. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember. But anyways, we'll talk about that in a second. So what this is Reign of Terror's Ho Ho Horror 2023. So it was just this weekend, Friday and Saturday. So it's over by now by the time that you're watching this. But I did want to share it with you in case you guys live in the greater Los Angeles area or are ever in the area when they're doing the Reign of Terror, because it is 100% worth checking out. It is so fun. So what you just saw previously, I took notes just so you know. They decorate the outside line. So they have those cool skeletons and that hearse is always there. And then this year, or this time of year, they decorated with the Christmas lights. And they also have actors walking around. I'll throw up a few pictures, but I took videos and a bunch of people are in the video, so I'd rather not just show strangers' faces. But those are the actors that they had this time, but they're always different. They also show a little Christmas film while you're waiting in line. And so they usually do this too, but in October or whenever it was that we went last time, it was just a quiz, like a horror movie quiz kind of thing, which is still fun and entertaining when you're online. But this one, it was like a cute little Christmas horror movie, like a mini horror movie. There's also another part, but I'll show that to you in a second. So after you wait in line on the outside, you go into the line on the inside. Now we got there like an hour early, not because we were trying to, we just accidentally did, because it's in Thousand Oaks, California. So it's not near my house. By the time we got to the inside line, there were at least a few hundred people behind us. So although those videos, they don't show people in, there is a line. So if you are ever gonna go to one of these, I highly suggest going and buying a ticket for the first time that they're open and then going as early as possible, because another thing was usually they send you in groups, and this time they just sent us as me and my husband together, and we were one of the first people there in line. And once we were in the maze, we did not see another human. So it wasn't like you're back to back with a bunch of people and you're just walking through. It's actually scary because you get to go with their individual group. Usually they're larger groups. I'm not sure why it was so small. I don't know if it's because we got there early or what, but yeah, it's really cool. So anyways, so you get to go inside after you're waiting in line outside, and you can take a picture and they send it to you, or you can not take a picture and then you wait on the inside line. But the inside line has so much awesome stuff to just take a look at. So you are headed inside this like jail. There's fake snow and skeletons and a graveyard. There's also a guy who's being hung, like an inmate who's being hung, and it wasn't on this time, but usually it makes a really loud sound and he falls. But the animatronics are really cool. Yeah, most of the stuff is moving in some way or another, so that's cool and entertaining while you're waiting in line. There's also like a little house with Christmas lights on it, and so you can't take pictures or videos inside as you're going through the maze. But I can show you a video that was playing on the outside screen while we were waiting, and it's actually images from inside the maze, which I thought was really neat. So you get a little sneak peek, and also I'll leave the website down below. I think they're the same pictures that are in this video, but I could be wrong. But I'll leave the website and you can just look through the pictures because it's really awesome to see all of the pictures too. Let me tell you a little bit about this haunted house because it is 138 bone-chilling rooms, 10 terrifying attractions, and over 28,000 square feet of floor space. This thing is huge. So for an example, we waited in line probably 20 minutes to get into the maze. Again, this will be longer if you go later on in the night, but since we were first, we got in through the line pretty quickly. We waited in line for about 20 minutes and it took us about 20 minutes to walk through the maze. That's how long this thing is. And it's really neat because you're not right next to everybody. It's not like at Universal Studios when it's just one continuous line and nothing scary. So you actually do get scared when the people jump out at you. I screamed so much in this maze. And the cool thing about this too is that half of the time they're jumping out at you and screaming at you and stuff, and then the other half of the time you're just able to walk through and look at these amazing sets because they are so awesome. Actually, let me tell you what they have. So they have different sections of the mazes. They're Unhallowed Ground, The Haunted House, Miner's Revenge, Casa Blood, Quarantine, Containment, The Asylum, Infected, Inbred, and Funhouse. So you get a whole array of different things. My favorite room, I think, is there's a bunch of pews and a bunch of like people covered in sheets, not people, like props covered in sheets on all of the pews. And usually you just walk through the room and you're like, oh, this is so cool. It looks like a movie set, you know? They had a huge Krampus in the corner. Didn't know it was a person and scared the crap out of me, but I got scared through this whole thing because they just kept jumping out at me. I didn't see another human in there, so it felt like we were going through this place alone. At one point, my wonderful husband he turned a corner and just took off. So by the time I turned the corner, because I'm walking cautiously, I'm like hearing noises, I don't want to get anybody screaming in my face, and so I turned the corner and he's already gone. I can't see him. So I'm like, okay, I'll see him when I turn the next corner. Turn the next corner, still not there. And yeah, he is an a-hole. But we made it through. There's one room that's so filled with smoke, you cannot even see in front of you. Like, it is terrifying. There's one cool room where the smoke's like up to here and it's green. And so it's just like cool to look at. Yeah, they got a lot of really neat stuff in there. I also really like the animatronics because they're not just like, ugh. They're like they scream in your face, and it's like blood curdling, intense, like people being ripped apart screams. Some of the actors get crazy into it and scream as high pitched as they can. There was this one girl that I'm like, she was not gonna have a voice at the end of this weekend, but she absolutely killed it. Super fun, and it actually is scary. Sometimes they have people above you that reach down. Oh my gosh, they have animatronics that fly at your face. I don't know how they don't hit you, but they get pretty darn close. They have bridges that feel like they're collapsing. They have trains that look like they're coming at you. They have a doorway with all the doors creaking open. They have another one with the zombies rushing in. I mean, just the coolest stuff that you can imagine. It's one of my favorite places to go. We always go at least once a year. I think it's $30 a ticket, but you can buy the fast pass ticket for $60, but there's honestly no point if you get there pretty early. But if you are gonna go later, then maybe you would want to do that. But it's just super creepy and fun, and so cool that they're doing it around the holidays, especially for Creepmas. Look at this, it's perfect. They also did have a lot of creepy, spooky Christmas music playing, and they did change it for Christmas. So they had more like Christmas lights, Christmas decorations, Krampuses, and like elves and things like that. But usually it's the same set, but it's still worth going because it's not, they don't just hide in one place. And most of the rooms do have alternate places where the people can hide, so they can scare you once. This one guy scared me 3 times. He can scare you once, go into this room, scare you again, and then go into this room and scare you a 3rd time. It's wild. Sometimes they do different things. So last year they had a normal weekend, so we went and did the normal weekend, and then they had another weekend where you go through and all the lights are out and you're just handed one glow stick. And so you have to go through this entire haunted house with just a glow stick. It was so fun. It was so fun. I mean, it's cool seeing both because when you just have the glow stick, you can't really appreciate all of the props that they have and like how cool all the sets look, but still worth going because it was so creepy and eerie to just go through with a glow stick. And we were with another couple who we didn't know because it was just my husband and I that went, and the girl got scared. She was holding the glow stick and just took off. We were just standing in this creepy house like, oh, we are definitely gonna die in here. It was such a blast. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, I also bought a shirt. Actually, let me grab you the shirt so you can see it. Hold on one second. It's this bad boy here. I think it just says Reign of Terror Haunted House on the front, but the back is what really sold me. Look at how cool that design is. So awesome. And it was actually pretty cheap for like a long sleeve shirt. I bought this and I bought one other thing and it was like 28 bucks. So not bad for a long sleeve shirt. It is a medium and it does look pretty large, but I don't like small stuff. So hopefully it'll be fine. But yeah, I just think that it was awesome. I also wanted to get a medium so I could share it with my husband. So anyways, after that, there's a used bookstore in not Thousand Oaks, Woodland Hills that I wanted to go to. It looks fancier than the other ones that I've been to. It's called the Open Book and it's in the shopping. It's actually at the Topanga Mall and it looks fancy, so I wanted to go in and see how it is, but their horror section was atrocious. They had 2 measly little shelves and one was Stephen King and pretty much one was Dean Koontz. So 2 thumbs down for their horror section. However, they did have a pretty good, not the thriller section, but they did have a good mass market paperback thriller section. And so I did buy a few books from there, but they were way more expensive than the other ones of that bookstore that I've been to. Probably, I'm guessing, because they're at the Topanga Mall and they have to pay for that space. And so I'm assuming rent is pretty freaking expensive at the mall there. And the other ones that I've been to, there's one like in Simi Valley, there's one in Northridge. I think there's other ones here and there, but the other ones that I've been to have just been kind of like small little places. And so this one was a lot bigger and fancier. And so I get why, but I'm also not gonna pay $9 for a used book when I can pay $12 for a brand new one. Like there's a Darcy Coates book there that was $9 when that paperback on Amazon is $12. So I'm like, nah, I don't know about that. So I didn't buy a crazy amount of books, but I did buy a few things. However, because I've been talking so much and I just wanted to show you how cool this walkthrough maze is, I think I'm going to show you the books tomorrow because tomorrow we're going to go to the Grove in LA. I'm going to show you the decorations there, and then we're also going to, well, it's in the same space, but I'm going to show you the largest Barnes & Noble in California. So tomorrow, once I come back from there, because I'm allowing myself to purchase one book, and that's it. I'm done after one. Unless I'm gonna buy a present for someone, because I have a few people to shop for still. And then after that, once I get home, I will show you the books I bought today, and then whatever I bought tomorrow, which I have an idea of what I'm gonna get, but it's always a mystery. You never know. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was such a blast. I absolutely loved going. I will definitely be back next year, either for Christmas or Halloween or whenever they have their little pop-up weekends. So I'll leave the website down below if you want to check it out. If you live anywhere near Thousand Oaks, I highly suggest it. I think it's worth it. I think it's awesome. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with some more book shopping, my favorite activity. Bye guys.
Christmas trees on fire, Santa's holding the lighter. My parents are both liars. I got gifts but one subscribers. Thanks for the candy basket. Oh, got another jacket. My stocking's filled with acid. Am I dreaming? What just happened?